So students, we are going to start chapter number 1, Geography as a Discipline, from the book Fundamentals of Human Geography. In this chapter, we are mainly going to discuss geography as a subject for the higher classes. Here, we will be mainly discussing about the subject matter of geography. How did the subject of geography came into existence? How geography is interrelated with the other different branches of social science and the science subjects. And also we'll be discussing about the different branches of geography. Okay. So this first chapter mainly discusses about geography, studying geography as a subject, importance of studying geography as a subject and its subject matter actually. So let us start with the discussion of this chapter. See, geography is a subject which we all have studied in your junior classes. Okay, which we all have studied in your junior classes uh, as a part of the social science subject. Like we have studied geography as a part of social science in class 9 and 10. Even in your junior classes 6, 7, and 8. Okay, you have studied geography as a part of social science actually. Okay, so geography as a subject is actually a part of social science till the secondary level. Okay, till the secondary level, geography is a part of social science. But when we go to the higher classes, that is in the higher secondary level, geography becomes a separate subject actually. Okay, because the subject matter of geography is very large. Okay, there are many topics and like chapters which we need to discuss actually. So this is why geography is provided as a separate subject in the higher classes actually. So you are already aware of some of the phenomena of geographical nature in the world and its different parts. Okay. So now you will study geography as an independent subject and learn about the physical environment on the earth, human activities, and the interactive relationship. Okay. So till now, whatever you have studied in geography, you have studied only some part of only some portion of geographical studies actually. You have studied only about some phenomena. Okay. You have studied a very small portion of geographical studies in your junior classes in up to the secondary level. But now you will study geography as an independent subject, which is a totally separate subject. And here you will be learning about the physical environment of the earth. You will be learning about the different human activities and their interactive relationship with the physical environment. Okay. So basically the subject matter of geography is very broad and it needs to be discussed in a more elaborate way and which can be done okay in your senior secondary classes actually. Therefore, a pertinent question you can ask at this stage is why should we study geography actually? So now the most important question which arises is that why should we study geography or what is the importance of studying geography actually? See, we human beings live on the earth's surface. We human beings live on the surface of the earth and our life, okay, our life is affected by our surrounding in many ways. Okay, so we human beings are actually the part of the earth and the physical environment on the of the earth actually they affect our life, they influence our life in many different ways and all. Okay, like we are dependent on the earth, we are depending on the physical environment for various resources which we require to sustain ourselves. Okay, even this physical environment of the earth has provided us with shelter, food, and all. Okay, so this is why it is very much important to know about all those natural phenomena which exist on the earth and which influences the human life actually. Okay, so we live on the surface of the earth. Our lives are affected by our surroundings in many ways. We depend on the resources to sustain ourselves in the surrounding areas. Okay. And the primitive societies, the subsistence on the natural means of subsistence, that is the edible plants and the animals. Okay. And even our ancestors, okay, the early human beings and all, they subsisted, okay, they also survived uh, on the surrounding environment only, okay, because this surrounding environment it provided them with the edible plants and the animals, okay, and they used to feed on that for their survival. Okay, so this earth, the entire earth is actually a home to the human beings. Okay, the entire earth is a home to the human beings, and this earth and its different components It provides us with the food, it provides us with the shelter, it provides us with the physical environment for our survival actually. Okay, so this is why it is very much important to understand about this all features, to understand about the earth as a home to the living beings and all. Okay, and how this can be done? It can be done through geographical studies. So this is why the study of geography is very important actually as an independent subject. With the passage of time, we developed technologies and started producing our food using natural resources such as land, soil, and water. So with the passage of time, we developed the technologies and started producing our food using the natural resources such as the land, soil, and the water. Okay. So in the early period of human history, the early human beings were totally dependent on the natural environment for their food, shelter, and everything. But later on, when the human beings they learned about the art of doing agriculture, they came to know about agriculture and all. They started producing their own food. Okay, using the land provided by the nature, using the soil and the water available in our surrounding. And not only this, but we adjusted our food habits and clothing according to the prevailing weather conditions. Okay, so our food habits and the clothing also, okay, it got adjusted according to the prevailing weather conditions of the region where we are living. There are variations in the natural resource base, technological development, adaptation with and modification of the physical environment, social organizations, and cultural development. Okay, so even there are variations in the natural resource base. Like every particular region does not provide us with same resources or same types of resources and all. Even there's a variation in the technological development, and we human beings has adapted in a different way according to different geological conditions, according to different geographical feature conditions and all. Okay, and on the other hand, we have also modified the physical environment. Okay, we have brought changes to the natural environment for our own benefit. Okay, for our own comfort actually. Okay, and even many social organization and the cultural development took place actually. Okay, so all this has helped the human beings to save actually. Okay, these all phenomena which are directly and indirectly related to the human beings has helped the human beings to develop their social environment, to develop their cultural environment, to develop the economy and all. Okay, so as a student of geography, okay, as a student of geography, it is very much essential to understand this interrelationship between the man and the nature. Okay, we must be curious to know about all these phenomena which vary over the space. Okay, we must be curious to know that how this geographical phenomena it came into existence and how does it impact the life of the human beings and all. Okay, so this is why we need to study geography actually, to know the unknown. Okay, to know the unknown phenomena of the earth, to know the reasons behind them actually. So you should be interested in understanding the changes which has taken place over the time. Okay, so geography equips you to appreciate diversity and investigate into causes responsible for creating such variations over space and time. Okay, so in order to address our query, in order to know the unknown actually, geography equips us. Okay, geography provides us with a scope to investigate the causes. Okay, to investigate the causes of various geographical phenomena. Okay, which varies over space and time, which varies from one region to another and from one time period to another. Like now we can see that the mountains has been formed, the plateaus, the plains, the islands has been formed. Okay, like which we discussed in our earlier chapter, that is a physical feature, structure and physiography. Okay, so as a geographer, we may have queries that how these landforms came into existence, how this got all evolved and all. Okay, so these all can be addressed. Our queries can be addressed through geographical studies, through geographical interpretations and all. Okay, so any kind of event which occurs or which takes place on this earth, it has some geographical relations and it can be studied geographically actually. Okay, so this is why we should study geography. Okay, and this is why there's a need to study geography actually as an independent subject. Okay, and at present we can see like everything is getting very much modern, everything is getting very much like technologically advanced. We are sending the satellites on the space, we are sending the spacecrafts and all to the moon, to the Mars and all. Okay, so this has all become possible because of the development of technology actually. Okay, so this is also a part of geographical studies actually. Before, the people used to make maps and all with the help of hand, but now maps are being prepared with the help of technology. Okay, so this is why we need to study geography actually, to know about the modern developments and all. Okay, with the help of the technology and all. The understanding and skill developed in modern scientific techniques such as GIS, Geographical Information System, and computer cartography, they equip you to meaningfully contribute to the national endeavor for development. So nowadays, because of the development of the GIS software, Geographical Information Software, remote sensing and all, okay, GPS and all, okay, means we can know about various facts, various unknown facts and all, and even the map making procedure has become very much easy at present. Okay. So this is the reason that why geography needs to be studied actually. Okay, so the question, answer to the question, why should we study geography, lies here. Now the next question which you may like to ask is, what is geography actually? Okay, now the next question, what, as a geographer, okay, means like we are studying geography as an independent subject in our higher classes now. So we must have a question like, what is geography actually? First we studied like why should we study geography. Now the question, what is geography actually? Okay, so geography is a subject which basically deals with the understanding of the different phenomena. Okay, which helps us to understand the different phenomena which happens on this earth actually. Okay, and this earth is a home to the human beings. Okay, the earth is a home to the human beings, and whatever happens on this earth has to be studied properly. It has the must know the reasons, we must know the causes and all. Okay, so this is what geography is actually. Okay, so you know that earth is our home. It is also the home of many other creatures, big and small, which live on the earth and sustain. Okay, the earth's surface is not uniform. It has variation in its relief features. Even the earth's surface is not uniform actually. It has variation in its relief features. Okay, like we can find like the mountains, the plateaus, the plains, the oceans and all distributed in different parts of the world. Okay, so there are mountains, hills, valleys, plains, plateaus, oceans, lakes, deserts, and wilderness. And even there are variations in its social and cultural factors too. Okay, and even there are variations in the social and the cultural factors from one region to another. Okay, like the social setup of our country is different from the other European countries. Our culture is different from the other countries and all. Okay, even there are variation in the distributions of the villages. There are variation in the types of the cities, roads, railways, ports, markets, and many other elements which are created by the human beings actually across the entire period of their cultural development. Okay, so these we human beings, has transformed our society from the earlier period to the modern period actually, and we have brought about a lot of changes on the physical environment on the earth actually. Okay, so this is why, okay, we need to study that how these changes has been brought, how we have adapted, how the social and the cultural environment came to existence and all. Okay, so this is the study about all this is actually geography. Okay, so this variation provides a clue to the understanding of the relationship between the physical and the cultural environment. So these all variations, okay, the variations in the physical environment, the variations in the cultural environment, the variations in the landforms, the variations in the status of development and all, they provides us an understanding. Okay, they provides us a basic information about the relationship between the physical environment and the social environment. Okay, between the physical environment, that is the nature, and the social and the cultural feature, that is the human beings. Okay, the features which has been created by the human beings around. The physical environment has provided the stage on which human societies, they enacted the drama of their creative skills and the tools and techniques which they invented, okay, and evolved in the process of their cultural development. So the physical environment, that is the nature, it is just a stage. Okay, it is just like a stage actually, where we human beings are enacting our drama actually, where we human beings are performing our drama. Okay, and where we are using our different tools and techniques actually, the different things which we have invented and all. Okay, we are utilizing here actually. So this is what geography actually. Okay, so geography is basically the study about the relationship between the cultural environment and the physical environment, the study of the relationship between the physical environment and the social environment. Or in brief, you can say, what is geography? Geography is the study about the relationship between the man and the nature. Now you should be able to attempt the question, answer of the question posed earlier, that what is geography? Okay, so in very simple words, it can be said that geography is the description of the earth. Okay, so in very simple terms, it can be said that geography is the description of the earth. Okay, where we try to understand the relationship between the man and the nature. We try to understand the relationship. Okay, how the human beings and the nature they play each other. Okay. So there are many geographers who has given the definition of geography in different ways actually. Okay, there are many geographers who has given the definition of geography in different ways. Okay, such as Eratosthenes. Okay, okay. The term geography was first coined by Eratosthenes. Okay, so the term geography was first coined by a geographer whose name was Eratosthenes actually. Okay, so he was the first geographer. He was a Greek scholar actually. Okay, who first used the term geography only. Okay, and he said that geography is the subject. Okay, like geography, the term geography is mainly made up of two words. One is the geo, and another one is the earth actually. Okay, the term geography is a combination of two words. Okay, geo means earth, and graphos means the study of actually. Okay. So this is what about geography actually. Okay, so the person who first used the term geography is the Eratosthenes. Eratosthenes was the first person to use the term geography. Okay, so if we put together, they mean description of the earth. Okay, so if we combine these two words, that is geo means earth and graphos means description. So the term geography, if put together, basically means the description of the earth. Okay. The earth has always been as the abode of the human beings, and thus scholars define geography as the description of the earth as the abode of human beings. So the earth has always been seen, okay, as the abode of the human beings. So the earth has always been considered as the home of the human beings actually. Okay, so many of the scholars and many of the geographers, they have defined geography. Okay, they have defined geography as the description of the earth as the abode of human beings, as the description of the earth as the home of human beings. Okay, so now you are aware of the fact that reality is always multifaceted and the earth is also multidimensional. That is why many disciplines such as natural sciences, such as geology, pedology, oceanography, botany, zoology, and meteorology, and a number of sister disciplines in social science such as economics, history, sociology, political science, anthropology, etc., study different aspects of the earth. Okay, so basically now, like by the time being only, you have understood that geography means the study of the relationship between the man and the earth. Okay, between the man and the nature, and whatever phenomena has happened on this earth or whatever phenomena is taking place on this earth, the study about those is known as geography. So there are many events, there are many phenomena on this earth. Okay, which can be studied, like which has relation with geology, pedology, oceanography, botany, zoology, meteorologically. Okay, and even there are many events which are related with the economies, which are related to history, which are related to sociology, political science, and anthropology actually. Okay, so all these branches, all these different subjects, it may be geology, it may be oceanography, it may be economics, or it may be history. These all different subjects, they study different aspects of the earth in their own way. Like geology tries to study about the interior of the earth in its own way. Pedology, the study of pedology is about the study of the science. So pedology basically tries to study about the soils and all, okay, in its own way. Oceanography basically studies about the distribution of the ocean. Okay, botany basically tries to study about the plants and all. Okay, geology studies about the animals. In the same way, economics study about the economic development, economics conditions of the country. History, we study about the historical evolutions. Political science, we study about the boundaries of different countries and all. Okay, so these all different subjects, they try to understand different aspects on this earth actually. Okay, so here we can say that all this science, all these subjects actually, they have some relations with geography actually. Okay, they have some relation with geography because geography as a subject also tries to study all these things. Okay, geography as a subject also tries to study the economic condition. It also tries to understand the society. It also tries to understand the history. It also tries to understand about the soil, about the oceans, about the interior of the earth and all. Okay, so this is why sometimes it is said that geography is the mother of all subjects. Okay, it is said that geography is the mother of all subjects actually. So geography is different from the other sciences in its subject matter and methodology, but at the same time, it is closely related with the other disciplines. Okay, so though geography is different from the other science subjects, but the methodology of the subject, okay, but at the same time, the main matter, the subject matter of studying geography and the other subject is related actually. Okay, like geology. Geology is a subject, science subject, which mainly studies about the interior of the earth. Even we also study about the interior of the earth in geography. In geography, there is a branch named geomorphology. They try to study about the earth's interior. So here you can see that geography is related with geology. Okay, economics is a different subject which tries to study about the economic conditions of the world and all. In geography also, we try to study about the industries, we try to study about the economic conditions and all through economic geography. So this is how economics and geography is related actually. Okay, so though the subjects are different, okay, though different subjects exist in the world actually, but the main matter, the core matter of different subjects are related with the subject matter of geography. And this is the reason that geography is a subject which has interlinked or which has interrelationship with the other subjects, with the other science and the social science subject. And this is also the reason that geography is considered as the mother of all subjects. Okay, because from geography only, the other subjects came into existence actually. So we have noted that there exist variations over the surface of the earth in its physical and as well as cultural environment. A number of phenomena are similar and dissimilar. So over the earth's surface also, there are variations. Okay, there are variation in its physical as well as the cultural environment. Okay, like one part of the world, like there are in different parts of the world, we can find different types of physical features. Okay, like somewhere the plateaus exist, somewhere the mountains, okay, somewhere the landforms are different, somewhere the soils are different and all. And even the cultural environment, that is the society, okay, the environment, the economic condition also, it varies from one country to another, from one region to another actually. Okay, so though there exist variations over the surface of the earth in its physical as well as the cultural environment, okay, but a number of phenomena, okay, but a number of phenomena are similar and they are dissimilar actually. It is therefore logical to perceive geography as the study of areal differentiation. Okay, so it is therefore logical to perceive geography as a study of areal differentiation. So geography is a subject which studies all those aspects, all those phenomena which varies from one part of the world to another. Like we study about the climate, so the climatic condition varies from one part of the world to the another. We study about the soils, it varies from one part of the another. We study about the economic condition, it varies from one part to the another. We study about the race and the religion, it varies from one part to the another. So what we do ultimately is we study about all these phenomena of different regions, of different parts of the world actually. But we study, okay. So this study actually, so geography is a subject which studies the areal differentiation actually. Okay, you can say that the subject matter of geography is about areal differentiation. I mean, geography tries to study all those aspects, okay, in its own way. Okay, so this is why it is said that geography tries to study the areal differentiation. Means the subject matter, the phenomena which varies from one place to another, we try to understand the causes of such variations and all. Okay, so thus, geography was perceived to study all those phenomena which vary over space, and geographers do not study only the variations in the space over the Earth's surface, but also study the association with the other factors which cause this variation. So the geography basically study all those phenomena which vary over the space. Okay, means all the phenomena which vary from one region to another can be studied geographically. Okay, and the geographers who study about these variations over the Earth actually, okay, they not only study about this variation, but they also try to find out the cause of this variation. Like the climatic condition varies from one region to another. The climatic condition of India is different from the polar areas from USA and all. So we will not only study about the climatic condition of India and USA and the other countries, but also we will try to find out that why these variations are there. What is the main cause of these variations and all. Okay. So geography basically tries to understand the relationship between the physical environment and the nature, okay, and the human beings, as well as it also tries to find out the cause of such interrelationship actually, of such variations. Okay. So for example, For example, the cropping pattern differs from region to region, but this variation in cropping pattern as a phenomena is related to the variation in soil, climate, demands in the market, capacity of the farmers to invest, and technological inputs available to them. Okay. Thus, the concern of geography is to find out the causal relationship between any two phenomena or between more than phenomena. So here we can also see that the cropping pattern, the types of the crops which are being grown in our country, okay, it varies from one country or one place to another. Not only our country, but the cropping pattern, the types of the crops grown in one country varies from one region to another, one country to another. And these variations, okay, there is variation in the types of crops grown, okay, because of the types of the soil, because of the climatic condition, because of the capacity, because of the demand and all. Okay, so geography here tries to understand the relationship between this, the cropping pattern and the factors which causes variations of this cropping pattern. Okay, so the subject matter of geography is not only to study about the phenomena, but also to find out the causes of such variations. A geographer explains the phenomena in a frame of cause and effect relationship, as it does not only help in interpretation, but also foresee the phenomena in future. So basically, a geographer, they try to explain any phenomena, they try to explain any event in the frame of cause and effect relationship. Okay, suppose any phenomena, I mean, today the rainfall is taking place. So we will not only study about the rainfall, that today rainfall is taking place. So we will not only study about why rainfall, like rainfall is taking place, but we will try to understand that why this rainfall is taking place today and what will be the outcome of this rainfall, means what will be the effect of this rainfall actually on the society. Okay, so why, so basically geography tries to understand the cause and the effect relationship of this phenomena actually. So it helps us in understanding, it helps us in interpreting the phenomena in a more detailed way, as well as it helps us in predicting the future. Okay, that how this phenomena is going to affect the human lives in the near future also. The geographical phenomena, both the physical and the human, are not static, okay, but highly dynamic. They change over time as a result of the interactive processes. Okay, so basically the geographical phenomena, okay, as well as the human phenomena. Okay, geographical phenomena basically means the physical environment, the various natural phenomena, as well as the human phenomena, various human activities and all. They are not static actually. They are not. They does not remain same throughout the time actually, but they are dynamic in nature. They go on changing, they go on evolving, okay, with the passage of time. Okay, they go on changing because of variations, okay, because of variations of the earth's surface and all. Okay, so okay, because they go on changing the earth and untiring and ever acting human beings actually. Okay, so it is very much essential to understand this phenomena and all, because they affect the earth as well as they affect the human beings. Okay. So the primitive human societies were directly dependent on the immediate environment, and geography thus is concerned with the nature and human interaction as an integrated whole. Okay, so the primitive human beings, they were directly dependent on the immediate environment. They were directly dependent on their surrounding environment. Okay, for their food, shelter, and everything. Because the earlier human beings, they were not aware of agricultural practice and all. Okay, so geography as a subject is mainly concerned with the study of the nature and the interaction of the human beings with the nature actually. Okay, and even today also, geography tries to understand the relationship between the man and the nature actually. So humans as an integral part of nature, and nature has imprints of the human. So human is an integral part of the nature. So we human beings are actually an integral part of the nature actually, and the nature has the imprints of human beings. And on the nature, we can see the imprints of the human beings. Like we human beings has changed the nature. Okay, and these changes can be seen on the nature actually. Like we have created the roads, we have created the buildings, we have created the industries, we have created the railways. Okay, so these are all what? These are all the human activities. Okay, these are all the imprints of the human beings which can be seen on the environment, which can be seen in the physical environment. So nature has influenced different aspects of human life, and its imprints can be noticed on food, clothing, shelter, and occupation. And even not only the human beings has impacted the nature, actually has created imprints of the human life on the nature, but the nature has also caused a lot of changes to the human being. Like nature has helped us in becoming modern. It has changed our food habit. It has changed our clothing habit, the occupation. It has provided us with shelter and all. Okay. So human beings have come to terms with nature through adaptations and modification. So we human beings has adjusted ourselves with the nature through adaptation and modification. In some cases, we have adapted with the nature, and in some cases, where adaptation with the nature was not possible, we have modified the nature. So now we can see that the nature is humanized. That means the nature has been tamed by the human beings, and on the other hand, earlier in the earlier time when the nature used to rule the human beings and all, but now we can see that we human beings are actually ruling the nature actually. Okay. So this is what about the introduction to geography actually. Okay, geography as a discipline. So here basically we are trying to study about the subject matter of geography, that how geography came into existence and what is the importance of studying geography actually. Okay, so let it be till here only for today. Tomorrow I am going to continue with the next half of this chapter. Okay, so basically this chapter mainly focuses on the subject matter of geography. Okay, on the subject matter of geography, and in the next half we will be discussing about like the different branches of geography and how geography is interlinked with the other science and the social science subject. We are going to discuss about that. So leave it till here only for today.